want to know what actually helps your manifestations come in faster? Accepting your current reality. Now, your ego mind does not like this. It doesn't want to accept something that it doesn't want or doesn't like. But I'm going to share with you why, according to neuroscience and a little bit of spirituality, that this is the case. Okay. And then I'm also going to give you a practical technique to learn how to accept your current reality without having to be overly optimistic. I'm not asking you to be overly optimistic about something that you don't like. In fact, that can actually push your manifestations and your desires away from you. So, when you fight your current situation, your current reality, whether it's the money, your relationships, your job, your business, what you do is you send resistance signals to your brain. Now, neuroscientifically speaking, resistance is just another neural loop. Okay, it's a neural pathway that gets conditioned and programmed in your brain. For example, if you don't like your money status, if you say, you know what, I hate being broke, or I can't afford this, or this is too expensive, or I don't like the numbers in the bank account, or I need more money. What that does is creates a neural pathway of programming and conditioning that I don't like this, I don't want this, all right? Then your subconscious mind, remember your subconscious mind, it's blind, it can't see the physical reality, it can't see the bank account. All it knows is what you, as the computer, the operator, the commander of your reality, feeds it. Because then it sends that signal and that program out to the universe, creator, source, and then it manifests in your reality. Because remember, your thoughts create your reality. You are always manifesting, whether it's something that you want or whether it's something that you don't want. So your subconscious mind picks up on that programming. I don't want this. And it obsesses over it. It locks in. It doesn't know, you know, um, it doesn't know like I don't want this. All it knows is emotions. It picks up on the lack, the scarcity, the survival. It picks up on your emotions. So if you feel like, oh, I don't have this, or oh, I don't want this, it says, oh, okay, let's create more of that. All right. And then again, that programming gets sent out to universe, source, creator, and it gets shows continues to show up in your reality. Because here is the paradox: what you resist persists. All right, and it persists again because of that neural pathway of resistance that you've continued to produce and condition and program in your brain. Now, what can we do about this? I want you to practice turning that neural pathway, because neuroplasticity actually tells us, science tells us, that we can change neural pathways. That's called neuroplasticity. Or we can create a whole new neural pathway that's called neurogenesis. All right. So, in order to change that neural pathway, a easy way to do it is to actually change from negative to neutral first before you go to absolutely positive. So, for example, this is a practice that I actually did. Let's say you don't like the numbers in your bank account. I want you to open your bank account and I want you to stare at the number. When you stare at the number, because of that resistance and because of that conditioning of something that you don't want, and that program of something that you don't want, the same feelings are going to come up of lack, of scarcity. Fine. Continue to stare at it until it's neutral, till it's not negative, right? But it's also not positive. So if you're looking at it, for me, it took the first time I looked at it for 5 minutes and I couldn't take it anymore. There was too many negative feelings. I did not want to look at the number in my bank account. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay. So this for some, depending on how, some of you are gonna be able to do this faster than I can. Moving from a state of lack, scarcity programming to more neutral. Depends on the depth of your programming. All right. But so it took a few times for me to look at my bank account and say, oh, okay, this is the number. All right, this is the number. All right. Or maybe it's your job. Oh, this is what my coworker said. My boss said this. This happened at my job. Okay, just stare at it until you're just neutral about it, right? Allow all the negative feelings, because again, they're going to come up. The resistance is going to come up. What you don't like is going to come up. Keep allowing it to come up until it's neutral. And when you do that, what happens is your subconscious mind says, oh, well, let's just back off of that. So it's not going to be so solidified in your physical reality, in your 3D, because you're not, there's no resistance neural pathway. Now it's just neutral. And then what begins to happen, or what you can do, is you can amplify it by adding your desired manifestation method because you don't have so much resistance to it. Okay. I do want to say this too. You do not have to believe that you're going to manifest your desires, by the way. You don't have to. I can't tell you the amount of things that I've manifested in fear and in doubt, but the name of the game is to rewire as much as you can. You can still have some disbelief, like I don't know if this is really going to happen, but continue to practice this, because manifesting your desires is not a pretty process when you have so much resistance. This is not pretty, all right? It gets really ugly. Again, you're looking at all of the negative doubts, the fears, the resistance, the negative emotions that are coming up. Okay. So you don't have to believe it. But what you do need to do is to actively understand that you are consciously creating your reality with your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality. I've been accused of being too optimistic sometimes. Okay. But I don't even joke about being broke. I don't joke about not being able to afford this or that. I don't play because my neural pathway is going to be conditioned and programmed for that. And my subconscious mind is going to be like, oh, yeah, can't afford this. So it's going to continue to create that. I don't play that. We don't play those games over here. Okay. You have to be incredibly strict about your thoughts. Okay. Because your thoughts create your reality. All right. So allow that stuff to come up, create a neutral pathway. And then after that, you can add a vision board. You can add affirmations. You can look at your bank account, and since you're neutral, you say, I am so rich. And then you won't care so much about it. Again, you may not believe that you're rich. You may not believe that you have $10,000. Let's say you're manifesting 10,000. I have $10,000 in my bank account. You won't have so much resistance because you've practiced non-resistance. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how you can actually change that neuroplasticity. All right. And if you need help with this, if you want to build a more stable internal structure, right? So your feminine energy, your magnetism, your power can actually flow through you. You need to join the Feminine Fortress. That is my sacred course container. And now, this is a live stream. It's going to be November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2025. But the course is going to be available even if you're watching this whenever. Okay. I've linked the course, and this is really going to help you to build that power of no nonsense. I'm going to manifest my desires, period. It's going to happen. Okay. Thank you so much for watching.